It's about that time again here. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. If you're hanging out with me here today on a Friday late morning, almost Friday afternoon, about 11:35 Eastern time, I want to thank you guys for the great week here. Boy, what a great week here in the live trade room. Finished up another big Friday morning here in the trade room today. Kind of kicking myself. Took a loss the last trade of the morning on a Friday. Never fun to take a last trade of the week loss, but that's going to happen sometimes. It's overshadowed, though, by some very profitable trades we had in the Russell and the gold today. We'll take a look at those in a second. Before we do, though, I want to remind all the guests this morning who are still hanging out with me today in this trade room, there is risk out there in these markets, so please be careful with your risk capital. Speak to somebody you trust regarding your risk capital. Remember, one of the things that our secret weapon is having a trading plan. Our trading plan tells us exactly what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And this is the most important thing, because if you don't go into the market with a trading plan, guys, you're asking for trouble. You're going to let your emotions do the trading for you. You'll be buying when you should be selling when you're buying, cutting your winners early, right? Letting your losses run. Bottom line is there's risk out there, and our trading plans, being trained how to use our trading plans, that's going to be a big part of our success. So be careful out there, guys. Take it slowly. Start a demo account first. Come to training with us. And don't forget, guys, we provide trading plans to all of our clients right here at School of Trade. So use it, please. Use it. Now, Friday morning, another great day here. What was the first clue we got today? The first clue we got today was the news. And the news this morning, we post these every morning on our morning prep. If you go back to the blog here. And while I have your attention on the blog for a second, I want to remind everybody that we post dozens of times every day on our blog. It's a good idea to follow the site, join the site, because we only send our newsletter email out twice a day. We're not going to send our newsletter out 1,000,000 times a day. So we post probably over a dozen times every day consistently on our blog, everything from trading calls, everything from news updates, strategy updates are always being posted on the blog. And then please also remember that we have some very important pages on our blog that we put all of our technical charts on. Okay, so notice here, you can join the site, and at the same time, right above that, check out those technical analysis pages. That's where we put all of our reviews, all of our chart snapshots are posted right there. Now, we began the day talking about the news this morning. So up top here, go up top, the top of the blog, there's a category called the morning prep. And the morning prep, as you can see here, click on the morning prep. I know that euro is going right back up now, isn't it, Colin? You know why. Of course, it's because that 13 trigger line at 51. We'll see if it keeps going higher here or not. So I've got my morning prep section. I scroll all the way down. I got my dollar heat map is there, but here's my news. I'll grab my news. And the first clue we got this morning was it's a Friday. Welcome to a Friday. And this ain't your average Friday. This is your GDP Friday. Your GDP Friday means expect a little bit of chop and slop this morning early before the GDP news. The big thing, though, is we talked about this morning at 7:45, and we did this prep. We talked about this morning that GDP is, well, I joke around by saying it's all show and no go. What that means is because everybody knows about GDP being important, it's usually priced into the markets. Usually by Friday mornings, GDP is priced in, which means subconsciously traders around the world have manifested prices that would reflect if the news had come out already. So on Monday morning this week, all the analysts, all the bean counters, they look at the news on Friday, what the analysts are expecting, and with that, they make some assumptions. And then with that, subconsciously, they can't control this, they make decisions that manifest, okay, prices going higher or lower. That's what we call pricing in the news. So what does that mean to us? Well, what it means to us is that if we get the news as expected at 8:30 this morning, then that means the price should just go sideways. If we have the news comes out higher or lower, then we can expect almost a violent and often dangerous environment where all those bean counters again, all the analysts will go back to their TI-83 calculators and figure out, what do we do next? What does this do to our plan? Now, it shouldn't take them too long because most successful traders have a plan for all scenarios. What if GDP comes out flat? What if it comes out higher? What if it comes out lower? So usually analysts will have some backup plan, but it usually takes a couple minutes for that backup plan to be assessed and get it implemented in the market. So there was a really big clue first thing this morning. We knew to be in early, but be patient because that GDP may not give us much good personality. And let's not forget, it's a Friday, and Fridays are always all about that inconsistent price action, where you'll have 20 minutes of good volume and good personality, 20 minutes of bad personality, then back to good personality, back to bad personality. What's happening is, as we get later and later in the day, for example, as we get after 10 o'clock this morning, now the professional traders out there have no more stimuli. Now there's no more news to get things moving. Now there's nothing else to analyze. The traders in Europe, the